Hey, what's up YouTube? PC Gamer Dude here, and today I will show you guys how to make the interior of my A&W All-American Food restaurant. Now, as of obvious, this video will cover the interior of the A&W as you can see right now, and the exterior, which will be done later on. So, it is quite obvious that you build the A&W first. Alright, there will be a link in the description where you can find that. And what I mean by exterior, there will be a driveway on where you can park and stuff like that. Alright, you don't park on the driveway, you park in parking lots. Just like an FYI, if you don't know what that means, for your info. Alright. So, anyway, before we actually start on this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for incredibly awesome videos every day. Or at least every week now. That's how it's going to work. Also, don't forget to ring that notification bell after you subscribe, so that way you will never miss another video again. And you will join the notification squad. Alright. Also, don't forget to support me on Twitter via the links down below. Alright. Okay, that is way more than enough talking. Why don't we actually get to work before the sun sets? Alright, sunrise. There we go. So, let's go work on the interior of the building first. Alright, so, to work on the interior, here's what you're going to need. Grab yourself some stone slabs, some black walls, some block of quartz, oak wood stairs, some pistons, some tripwire hooks, blocks of redstone, furnace, chest. You will also need block of iron, buttons, that is for the fridge, and something else that you'll need cauldrons and several other things. Alright. So let's just grab that and assume that for now. Anyway, so, once you got all those materials, and once you figured out you want to make it, well, or at least where you want to start, first of all. Now, we definitely need to start by lighting this place up. Alright. So let's just go throw out the torches, grab those, and we are going to light this building up. Alright. You can also use redstone lamps or sea lanterns or whatever you guys got, but for me, I like to go with the old classic method back used in the 1800s and by lighting this place up with torches. Alright. It doesn't provide the most quality of light, but at least it lights the place up a bit. As you can tell, it's rainy over there. Yep, you can tell it's definitely rainy. Alright, so anyway. First of all, we need to separate where this, where the interior and the exterior, or where the kitchen and where the seats will be. So we are going to run a row of block of quartz like this, alright? Once you can see the door, you can go to the right by one, place a row of block of quartz like this, alright? Something else that we need to do, first of all, is that we can get rid of this, and later on we will place an oak fence gate. That will be the way on how the employees will get in and get to work. Alright. So, this area here will be filled in with 7 slabs. Alright. So I'm just going to do that real quick. And get this stone slab thing taken care of. Alright. This will take a moment or two. Alright. Now, as of obvious, I can tell that working, that me doing this job, while, I would do this while I'm recording, because, honestly, some people like it when there's a little bit of silence. Maybe I can include some music, but, YouTube, will obviously let me put music into the videos from whatever's been posted on YouTube, obviously. Because, well, copyright infringement. And I do not want to be sued for that, so I just try to keep the music out. Alright. Anyway, let's just fill this in with stone slabs, and then something else I need to tell you about is that when we go back here, we will make it checkered, alright? It's like, well, you know, kitchens and fast food restaurants, they're normally checkered sometimes. That's my point of view. Some of you guys may not think about it, but sometimes it is checkered, sometimes it's mostly made out of block of quartz. You could use really any type of floor design that is suitable with the kitchen. Now, obviously, some kitchens are tiled with black and white, so as of obvious, I will do that. Make it more suitable for a kitchen. Alright. There we go, guys. That is the... Oh, excuse me. Oh, gosh, me. Sorry, guys, I was just sneezing. Alright. Now, a little reminder. You can obviously ignore that, because I do that almost all the time. I guess another good old reason is because I have a cat in the house, and my nose is a little sensitive to that, so that's probably another good reason. Alright, so, anyway, we're going to make the floor checkered. Now, you could have it any way you want it. You could start with white first, and then black first, then black, or... It doesn't really matter. You could replace the floor entirely with block of quartz, but for me, I'm just going to do it checkered. Just because. Alright. Right. So, right now, I just have the remaining floor filled in with black. Alright. This in with black. So, this will give it more of a kitchen appearance, and that is what we're more suitable for. Alright, so we're just going to have somewhat looking like this. Alright, now also over here, we have to bust out these grass floors, because obviously, and then this next thing we're going to have to do, replace it with doors. Alright, there we go. There we go. Reinstall the doors. There we go, guys. That is pretty... Ooh. So that's like that. And right here as well. I'm just going to replace this with block of quartz. Right. There we go, guys. That is pretty much that. Okay. Let's make the tables, alright? Shall we? We're going to have to need a lot more materials than what we got right now. So, just remember that. Alright. So, we're going to set up a table right here, alright? Now, you can have the tables any way you want it, but for me, I'm going to use block of redstone and some pistons. Just because it looks awesome. Right? Looks more, more high-tech, I guess. Is how you call it. So, I'm going to set up several booths around the entire restaurant, alright? Now, I'm going to aim for more of like, oopsies. I'm going to aim the tables to be more likely placed in these rows of 4 right here. This area is going to be more likely where you're going to walk to go to the trash can and stuff like that. Over here is just going to be obviously just like a one table area. There we go. Alright. Now obviously nobody wants that, alright? So we can just replace this with stone slabs. Oh, and right here could be a great place to put a trash can, alright? So to make the trash can, we can go ahead and go grab some we could go grab some hoppers, alright? We could grab some hoppers. And as obvious, we're going to grab some chests, right? So I'm going to put the chests down there, and I'm going to put hoppers in them. Alright? Now, I should say, now I'm going to experiment for a moment, and I'm going to grab a dropper. Alright, we don't need the doors no more. And I'm going to put it in there, right? Now, for example, let's go grab a dark oak wood door. We don't need that anymore. I'm going to throw in here, right? I guess I would probably need to do that, maybe. Alright, watch, do that. I'm just going to throw the dark oak wood doors in here and see if it works. It doesn't. Alright, let's just throw it to the hopper. There we go. It gets rid of it. Alright, so I don't think we'll need the droppers. There we go. Alright, we got that taken care of. Honestly, nobody's gonna be falling in the trash can because they'll realize they can't fit in it. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is that we're going to try to make some more tables real quick. So, oops, bust into the bedrock. So I don't know what to do right now. Okay, there we go. Next thing we are going to do, we're going to make the dispenser for the drinks. So, the drinks will be over here. All right. To make the dispenser, we're going to go ahead and go grab some. We got the tripwire hooks. That's something that we definitely do need. We're going to go ahead and go grab some black wool. Right. So, how we're going to place this? We're going to place it right about here. So that will cover up the windows for a moment. But after that, we could just place some. I would say, maybe that's a horrible place to put it. Let's imagine the only thing you could get here is root beer, so I'll think about a good place. Maybe right here, right? Let's just say you only got 2 types of soda you could have here. We're going to make this, let's just go ahead and go use brown wool. Actually, no. Let's go use science real quick. So, let's just say you can only have root beer here. Alright, now also the root beer is caffeine free, so I'm just going to put 2 different types of root beer. One that's caffeine free and one with caffeine. Alright. Now, yes, there is caffeinated root beer out there. Barks is a great example, and so forth, but obviously, let's just imagine that A&W made its root beer with caffeine in it. That's what it's there for. Right? Now, honestly, I don't think I spelled caffeine right, but honestly, obviously, it will be a little bit of a copyright infringement, because root beer and A&W root beer and Barks are made by different companies. But let's just imagine that A&W has caffeine in it, so that's why it's there. Right? Just remember. Sounds a little odd, but it is. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to work on the kitchen area. Now, the kitchen area, we will obviously need some more stuff. Some furnaces and cauldrons. Let's just put the cauldrons here. This will be the place where they will cook the burgers and the chicken. Alright, there are chicken sandwiches here, so. Let's make a sink over here. Get rid of the cauldron, and we can add some water to it. Or, let's see how this works here. How about cauldron and a little bit of lava? Lava could be used as grease. Oh, dang it, no. Okay. That's actually a bad idea. You know what? Let's just use this as water. Right. Okay, I'll be back in a moment once I get more plans. Alright guys, so I had figured out that, the next plan I had figured out was to use a brewing stand and some carbonated water, obviously. Now, I figured that would be the best idea for right now because the brewing stand can act like as the gas igniter. Because let's just pretend this is a gas fryer run by gas. Alright. Well, that's going to be a great idea. And the water here could be used as oil, apparently. I can't use lava, so only thing I have to do is, well, basically just use a brewing stand. Cauldron filled with water. That's pretty much about it. Alright. Other things we could possibly have in our awesome little A&W is also we can have a little bit of retro related things. So I'm going to get rid of everything for right now. And then maybe not. Probably not actually. Maybe we could come back behind the building. We could have a couple of trash cans, so with the trash cans, we're going to simply grab the chests, and we just place some trash cans around here. The chest can represent that. Alright, very simple. Alright. Now, that, in other words, is pretty much what I'm going to do for this A&W. It's got a cooker, it's got sinks, it's got a fryer, for the french fries, obviously. Maybe we can have a little tray of, burger buns or something like that. So, also we can have shelves of awards that I have received, so we could grab some stone slabs, some, block of quartz, maybe. And we could just go ahead and stack this up by 3. We could probably grab a stone slab, place it right here, and maybe we could grab, we could probably grab an end rod, and that could probably represent an award. I'm just thinking of that. Alright. There we go. It brightens up the place a little bit, in case if you're wondering. So, like, for example, we go outside, it brightens that place up. It's pretty familiar. Like, if you really need to brighten some stuff up, use a net rod. That's my little tip to you. Alright, that's pretty much about it. What I'm going to do to this restaurant, other than just add a couple seats. So, a tip: if you're using a PC computer like me, you could just simply middle click an item. Alright, that's just like my tip of the day. Alright. Like for example, we could probably have an additional seat right here. Yeah, that's probably all I'm thinking about. That's probably the last seat I'll probably add to this restaurant. But, other than that, guys, that's pretty much about it. Alright, let's work on the outsides a little bit. So, for the outsides, we're going to obviously grab some Cyan clay that represent the driveway. Right. And yes, I'll include lots of parking space. Right. Now, just remember, you do not need parking spaces over here. The only thing you need on this side is a walkway. Walkway is made out of stone slabs, obviously, So, what we can do here, guys, is that we could just make a simple walkway until, like, at least right here. And then we can have, like, a walkway going from wherever you parked to actually, it's like much of a more convenient way, if you ask me, guys. It's pretty simple. Now, it looks like we might have to extend the parking space, or at least the walkway, out by 1. Alright. Let's also grab some block of quartz. That will definitely help us out a lot. Or, if you want to save less, if you want to save more quartz, go for slabs. And obviously the parking spots are supposed to be about 3 by 4 blocks wide. It's like 3 blocks in this way and 4 blocks that way. It's also pretty simple, right? And then we could just grab some quartz slabs. We could do that, right? We're only add to the front, guys. Now, just remember that. We're going to only add to the front because also people want to park in the front. And, well, something else we could add for the driving. We can grab some oak wood fence, some block of quartz. We can also go ahead and go grab some paintings. Alright, that'll definitely help out a lot. So, something else we could do, meanwhile, we could do a, let's see here. Okay, that looks good, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is that on this left oak wood fence that you placed, you want to go up by 2. 1, 2. Go over until you can be able to connect back to the quartz and also do that. Alright? You really need to only create 2 of these guys. Alright? We could create that like a deluxe menu. And we could just place some random paintings, alright? Try to get a different one that you see. Like, for example, right here. That looks awesome, alright? Or you could just probably have one. Well, you know what? We're just probably going to have to deal with that. Alright? Or maybe we could have the deluxe menu right there. That looks good, alright? We could probably amp that up a little bit. There we go. Alright? We can have one right there. We only really need to build 2 of these things, guys. Just remember that. We don't need to be building 3 because on this side, we're just going to simply put some paintings, alright? That's really how this is going to work. Alright, very simple, yet effective. Actually, I think that's a little bad spot. We should probably, you know what? That's actually good right there. That's actually good. Whoever just planned it. Alright. We can just have the paintings. It's also going to be the deluxe menu. We can change that a bit. No. Yes. Alright. Could we actually get something different over here, please? Yeah, that looks good. Alright. And finally, we have to do back here as well, alright? Which is obviously quite easy. I want a double picture here. Okay. Oh, dang me. I started knocking the block. There we go. Put the deluxe menu back up there. Or like the latest offered, that's what I like to call it. Okay, that looks good. No. I want something different. You know what? That looks good. I'm starting to run out of options for... Oh, I think I just have the option right there. Hang on. Okay, that looks good. Alright. That's something that you could definitely do here, guys, right? So, meanwhile, we're working back on the parking lots, alright? So, what I just did is a great option you could definitely add to any retro-style restaurant. Like, for example, if you're building the Sonic, that's definitely a good idea, alright? I'll highly recommend you doing this to a Sonic. But if you're building an A&W retro style, it is 100% recommended. Okay. That's how much spaces we're going at. 4 spaces, obviously. Alright. And maybe instead of having this one stone slab right here, we can actually replace it by a parking spot like that. And, well, yeah. That'll work fine. Alright. That'll actually work fine. Just for a moment. Alright. Okay. Next thing we could do is we can also link these parking spots. We can also link these parking spots up like this. Alright, just in case if you're wondering what's going on in the background, that's my cat meow for some reason. And I want to let you know, just a quick reminder, my cat meows randomly. So if you hear the cat meow, just ignore it. Oh, man, wish that kitty cat would actually shut up for at least once. Alright, so sometimes the cat will appear in some videos. Apparently meow. That's really, that's what the kitty cat was some purpose for. But other than that, that's pretty much what the kitty cat just does. Meows all the time. Doesn't help people out. And, well, I guess that's all I gotta say. That's pretty much it. Okay, so that is pretty much what I'm going to do right here. Let's see, fix that spot right there. Get rid of this block, fill that in. Alright. Okay. Maybe I'll do 2 more rows and that'll be pretty much it. All we can do here. Alright, so maybe in one video I might probably show my cat off to the public. It just got about 2 weeks ago, and this is probably the first time I probably added my cat to this video. This video is probably the first time I've ever brought my cat in this video, which apparently is probably a good idea at first because. So. Anyway, like I said, maybe in one video I'll probably show my cat off to the public. Just probably for that one video. Right. Okay, well, that's pretty much about it, guys. Now, something else you could do. If you don't want to use quartz slabs, you could definitely use block of quartz. Now, it looks like because of what's appearing, that's probably a much smarter idea. Now my kitty cat's told me to shut up, apparently. Which ain't real nice. So. Anyway. So. We could just get rid of these blocks of quartz, make it flat, so that they look a little bit better, right? Okay, guys, that is really much about it for my A&W restaurant. Now, obviously, you could add more seats. If you want. That's probably all I'm going to add for right now. I'll make some adjustments, if I can, but that's pretty much about it. So, anyway, hopefully you like this A&W restaurant, interior/exterior tutorial. Alright. So, alright. Now, if I did not mention this, please, don't forget to, suggest me in the comments down below what should I make next in Minecraft. And be sure to stay tuned because sometime this week I will make a try to make a Long John Silver's tutorial just for you. Alright. Now also just make sure you stay around for that. Alright. That's the one reminder I will give out. Alright. Now, don't forget to support me on Twitter. View the links in the description down below this video. Don't forget to subscribe, which will be in the links down below too. But you can also subscribe by the subscribe button underneath this video. Don't forget to give this video a like, and see you guys next time in another awesome video. Take care.